What is up, guys? So I've got a Tribrigade Luna profile. Can't lie, in my heart I feel like it's a little bit misleading to call it Tribrigade Luna because it's really just Lunalight, but it's taking advantage of the Tribrigade Link monsters and this incredible trap. I remember when I saw it, I thought this is probably one of the best traps I've seen in a long time, just because of how much advantage it generates you depending on what deck you're playing. So I'm actually going to start with that. So Tribrigade Revolt, special summon any number of your Beast, Beast Warrior and or Winged Beast monsters that are banished or in your graveyard, negate their effects, and then link summon a Tribrigade Link monster using only those monsters. You can only use one Tribrigade Revolt per turn. Now the reason why this card is so insane is because, especially in a deck like Lunalight, which banishes its resources a lot, you can bring them all back and dump them in your graveyard to be used again by a wolf, and then you get a free link off it. So I can get a free link for this trap. I mean, this trap is insane. This deck, this single-handedly makes Lunalight incredible in my opinion, because it means I can play Lunalight going first. I can play Lunalight going first, spam the board with a bunch of monsters that are hard to out, knowing my opponent's going to out them, but I don't care, because then I'm going to use Revolt, bring them back, and then next turn just take advantage of Lunalight's incredible OTK potential. So I really like this card, and I think if you're playing any sort of Beast Warrior or Winged Beast deck, this is definitely a card you should be playing because it just recycles your resources for free. It depends if your deck cares about the graveyard or not, but especially if your deck like Lunalight is going to be banishing its cards a lot, this is amazing. It's insanely easy to make live on like turn 1 as well for Luna as well, which is really great. But yeah, moving into this profile, so obviously we're going to be playing one Danger Nessie. With the dangers in this deck, it's really just amazing because you need those upstarts, and it just adds a certain level of consistency to your deck that you don't really have in Lunalight anymore without Tiger. But anyway, you got the one Nessie, one Jackalope, one Shusanoko, one Chupacabra, and 3 Mothman. So the reason why our ratios are like such is because really when it comes down to it, you play these ones because they're good, and you play Mothman because he's probably the best secondary one. He's level 4, so it's easy rank 4 plays, even though I'm not playing any rank 4s in this deck. And also because his effect to draw and discard another card is also really good for Lunalight. So he's probably the one that you actually want his secondary effect to go off the most out of all of these, ignoring these ones, because getting a random danger on the field isn't that useful, but getting a draw and a discard in Lunalight is going to be very nice. We play one Tribrigade Fractor as well. Fractor, his only real advantage obviously is he allows you to send any Lunalight from the deck to the graveyard. So, or not any Lunalight, any level 3 or lower Lunalight from the deck to the graveyard. So most of the time I'm going to use Fractal to send Purple Butterfly, which basically means that I get a free special summon Lunalight from my hand. So that's why I like Fractal, basically. A long-winded way of saying Fractal basically means that I get another free special summon Lunalight from the hand, which is going to be great. But yeah, moving on from that, we play 3 Wolf. Really good card, basically a Miracle Fusion for your Lunalight archetype, and also gives them piercing damage if it happens to be on board. We play 3 Kaleido Chick because she is probably the best Lunalight. Her ability to send a card as cost is great and really facilitates your OTKs. Also nice for her being able to send your Panther Dancers, and so meaning getting into your Leo Dancer is very easy. Then moving on, we play 2 Emerald Bird and 2 Yellow Martin. Emerald Bird is a good card, but less important in this, especially because we have a lot of non-Lunalight cards in this build. But yeah, Emerald Bird is still a good monster. Her secondary effect is more relevant than her first. Her small special summon effect is nice and all, but what's really nice is if you fuse with her, obviously she's going to get you another free special summon, which means you can just keep extending. 2 Yellow Martin, obviously, really good card. We don't play any XYZs in this build, but it doesn't matter because we've got that Revolt to recycle Yellow Martin when we need to. Then we play the 1 Purple Butterfly, really good card, mainly for giving you that ability to special summon Lunalight from your hand. Her attack gain effect is also quite useful for gaming opponents if you need to. White Rabbit is a great Lunalight card after your initial kind of turn 2. So this is the card that I use in grind games because she allows you to special summon any Lunalight, which is great. But then also you can pop a bunch of cards on field. So she's probably a good normal summon after your first turn, but Lunalight's games end quickly, which is why I only play her at 1. Then we play the 3 Black Sheep, just because she's another copy of Polarization. I personally believe in Lunalight, it's not worth playing more than 1 Polarization because Yellow Martin recycles it, Black Sheep recycles it. It's like, Black Sheep searches it, so I'd rather just have more copies of Black Sheep so that I have Lunalights in my hand to fuse with if I do need to see her. Then we play 2 Allure of Darkness because you've got a lot of dark targets in this deck, and that's going to give you draw power, which you're always going to need in a deck like this. 1 Polarization, like I've explained. 3 Foolish Burial Goods because this is one of your main starters, so you're going to be sending your Lunalight Perfume because it's not searchable. Never send Serenade Dance. It's rare when I would send Serenade Dance because you don't usually need to. You're usually going to send Perfume, fuse with Kaleido Chick, fuse with not Kaleido Chick, sorry, fuse with Yellow Martin, and then that's going to search your Serenade Dance. Lunalight Perfume is a non-searchable one. Then anyway, yeah, your free Lunalight Perfume obviously is going to be your monster reborn for Lunalight, which is a great spell, and then also it's going to search for you after that, which is even better. So usually with Lunalight Perfume, I'm going to be searching my Lunalight Wolf. We've got the free Forbidden Droplet. You love sending cards to the graveyard in this deck, and it's very, very easy to do and still plus off them. Free Tenki because it's another copy of all your Lunalights, and then free Revolt, as I've explained before, and one Serenade Dance for special summoning Lunalights from the deck. Then moving into the extra deck, so we play one Cross Sheep. What's amazing about Cross Sheep is he is a beast as well, so he does not clash with any of my Tribrigade cards. He's great for kind of using Cross Sheep. What I'll do a lot of the time is link into Cross Sheep, bring Lunalight out, use that to special summon to Cross Sheep Zone, and then go into our Tribrigade Link 3. So we'll talk about the Link 2. The Link 2 first special summons a Beast or Beast Warrior from the hand, locks you into Beast and Beast Warriors, but we don't care about that. And then when he's sent to the graveyard, you can draw a card and then put a card on top of the bottom of your deck, so he just fixes your hand a bit. He's probably the worst one, and you probably can get away with not playing him at all. I very rarely go into him, but it is nice to have a generic Beast Link 2 for the Lunalight deck. Then we've got Tribrigade Lugal, the Silver Bullet. So here I go to him quite often, so triggering your opponent's main phase, you can special summon a level 4 lower Beast, Beast Warrior, Wing Beast from your graveyard, negate its effects, and then return it to the hand during the end phase. So what's nice about him is I can either put him on field just to kind of wall off my opponent and stop myself from dying, or I can use him to recycle cards. Well, it does both actually. I use him to recycle cards as well in case I don't think my opponent's going to in case my opponent's about to destroy him. And also if he's destroyed, your opponent's monsters lose 300 attack for each Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast monster you have, which is going to be really, really good. And then we have Tribrigade Strike the Wicked Wing. So this is a really, really, really good Link 4. If he's special summoned, you can banish a card on field, and then if it's sent to the graveyard, it searches any Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast that's equal to the number of banished Beast, Beast Warrior, and Wing Beast. Gosh, saying that phrase is so frustrating. But anyway, yeah, basically his banish effect is amazing, and that's why I really, really like this card, because every time you special something, it banishes. And then what's great about this card as well is if your opponent outs this card, you know what's going to happen. Revolt, go into one of your others, and then bring him out again. So yeah, Tribrigade Strike is a really, really good card for Lunalights, and you definitely want to see this card. What I'd say as well is what's great about Lunalights is that they're good at playing through interruptions, because they basically get a second chance to fuse in the graveyard with Lunalight Wolf. So even if you want to take this deck as a blind second, for example, you could maybe cut down Tribrigade Revolt to 1 or 2, and then just focus on kind of playing through interruptions and using Strike to banish cards on your opponent's field, which is going to be great. But anyway, moving on, we play the one Boros Dragon for facilitating OTKs. We've got the Nightmares for generic removal, and then our Lunalight package, which I haven't really changed any of my Lunalight builds, because I do think this is probably about the best ratio to go with. So we have the one Cat Dancer. You're not usually going to go into her. She's just not that good. We've got the 2 Panther Dancer. She is really, really good, actually, and I do summon her a lot of the time. So a lot of the times I'll send Cat Dancer with Kaleido Chick, and then I'll summon a Panther Dancer if I don't think I can get all the way to Leo Dancer. But yeah, Panther Dancer is really good for facilitating OTKs, because she attacks everything once, and then she can attack everything twice, sorry, and then she gains 200 attack every time she destroys something. So if your opponent's silly enough to put a bunch of monsters in attack, well, they're going to get killed by a Panther Dancer. We've got the Saber Dancer, another good card to send, obviously, because she gives 3,000 attack. So if you do survive a turn with Saber Dancer being on the field, and then her getting to the grave, your opponent's definitely dead after, because it means your next fusion is going to have plus 3,000 attack, which is insane. Then we've got 2 Leo Dancer, which is a really, really good boss monster for Lunalights. What's funny is when you think about all of these fusion monsters could be considered as boss monsters for Lunalights, but Panther Dancer is definitely the best one in my opinion. Leo Dancer is okay, but she's a bit too costly. But anyway, yeah. She's nice, obviously, because she's going to clear your opponent's board and attack twice, so she is good for pushing the game in that situation. Then moving on to your extra deck, just generic kind of extra deck stuff. There's really nothing too specific that I'm trying to achieve in this build. So free evenly, good against her. Free Mystic Mine, because this deck is quite good at playing under and OTKing with Mystic Mine. Free Lightning Storm, because it beats both front row and back row decks. Free Phantasme, free Nibiru for dealing with combo. So guys, that's my Tribrigade Luna deck profile. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.